First of all, I was bored as hell at that meeting. Second of all, I fell asleep and hurt my neck because there was no support. I didn't hurt it too bad though because I caught myself. You know, when you go like that and you catch yourself. So I caught myself. But what I do want to talk about is a few things. Now, did this thing say turn on Main Street? I don't even remember what she said. What I do want to talk about is this interview that I saw
Head
with...
east on West Elizabeth Avenue toward Moore Street.
Oh, maybe she did
Continue on
tell
West
me...
Elizabeth Avenue for a half mile.
Maybe she did tell me to turn and I didn't listen. I'm using my GPS. Anyway, this interview that Offset did, and people were asking him, you know, why he... Hey, Bridget, thank you for joining. It's not my regular video today. It's going to be a little... the other side of me that doesn't talk about juicing and clean eating. That side. That's who's going to be talking today. Like, the real Ereena. The one that just be, you know, saying whatever the hell I want to say. So, Offset did an interview. And in this interview, they asked him why he... This thing had better not tell me to turn here. Why he chose to ask Cardi B to marry him. And you know this motherfucker said... I'm sorry, y'all, because all this melanin that I got on me. He said that one of the main reasons why he's engaged her and he asked her to marry him, yes, it was disgraceful, is because she is not African American. So they said, well, you do understand, you do know that she's a woman.
Feet, turn left onto Linden Street.
Oh, okay, I know where I am now. I can turn that crap off. Do you do understand that she is a woman of color, right? He said, yes. I know she's a woman of color, but she's not African American. So then they said to him, well, have you dated African American women before? And he said, yes, but I had no choice. They asked him if he dated African American women before he became famous. And he said, yes, because I had no choice. So that's why he dated them. And I'm thinking to myself, this lousy bum ass motherfucker. He's cute though. I do think he's cute though. But he has a really nice body to be a model. But I'm like, this bum ass motherfucker gonna talk about some, oh yeah, I dated African American women because, hey Marty, I dated African American women because I had no choice. So now he got the guap, he got the bag, now he has a choice. And then he said, that's why we dated, we named our group Migos because we wanted to attract Latin women. Who the fuck knew? Yo, I'm telling you, I am so telling you, right? When I saw this, I'm thinking to myself, it's so fucked up because we ride or die for y'all niggas.
Continue on Linden Street for
right?
2 miles.
We ride or die for y'all niggas all the time. Y'all could be broke, bum ass, bike riding niggas, no job. We ride or die just on potential alone for y'all bitch asses. And Offset is not the only man of color who feels this way about African American women. A lot of these celebrity men feel this way, and a lot of men who aren't celebrities feel this way. And it is so fucked up. Because we will be there with you through thick and thin. And as soon as you get a bag, now it don't even have to be a money bag. It can be a motherfucking penny bag. As soon as you get a bag of anything, y'all ready to bounce up and talk about us like we ain't shit. When we created all the shit, when we birthed all the shit. I'm like, is he the dumbest thing? The dumbest fucking thing going, yo. And I feel bad because I'm a woman of color. I'm a chocolate woman of color. And I love black men. I love black men. I've never dated outside of my race. I've never even had the taste to date outside of my race because I don't like vanilla ice cream. Right? Like, I've never liked it. A little butter pecan maybe here and there, but I'm a chocolate lover. I love chocolate. So I've never been the type of fucking woman to be like, oh no, I'm not dating black men. Although some of y'all ain't pure shit and ain't got shit on shit. And I'm so emphatic with that because it's true. Some of y'all ain't got shit. But I've never once said that I would not date a brother. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously. It is a goddamn shame. It's a shame and it's upsetting. And it's upsetting. And for her to even be down with that, it's like, well, she dumb too. So I had to give her a fucking dumb pass. But for her to even be like, yeah, I got the ring, this, that, and the third, and your fiance is saying that one of the main reasons he married you is because you're not African American, but you are a woman of color. Like, you're Dominican, you're black, right? You're Trini, you're black. But because she doesn't look black and her skin is fair skin, there's a difference, right? Let me tell you, good thing for me I got a man, because I'm telling you, if you are single in this dating scene with these black men who have completely and fully lost themselves, right? They are black Europeans out this bitch, because it must be hard. It must really, really be hard to find a really good black man that respects all of this lovely ass melanin, right? It has to be hard if you are single, trying as a black woman, as a woman of color, trying to find a black man who is really into you, who really loves you, who really wants to have little chocolate babies with you, who is doing shit for himself, who you don't have to take care of, who you don't have to counsel back, and who's coming to you whole. Bottom line, right? It has to be difficult to find a man who's coming to you whole, because fuck all of that broken shit. Like, I can't do that broken shit. I'm too old for that shit, right? We still trying to fix our own broken shit. So please, it has to be hard. That's all I'm saying. It has to be fucking hard to be out here on the market. And I'm glad I'm not on the market.
Turn right onto Johnston
I'm not
Drive.
even lying. I'm glad I'm not on the market. My husband getting on my motherfucking nerves. But I'm glad I'm not on the market. Because I kid you not, like, I don't know what the hell I would do. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that. And then I also wanted to talk about Tamar Braxton. You know, a lot of people are surprised, or maybe not surprised, as to what's going on between her and Vince, and she filed for divorce, whatever. I really enjoy Tamar. I really enjoy her and Vince. But if you were paying attention to the relationship, you could tell. I mean, you know her background. If you don't know her background, you haven't followed her since way back in the day. Since I've been listening to her music before she became this really popular person just recently for some people. She was out back in the early 2000s and the 90s or whatever. She has been in relationships that had domestic violence in the past, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever. She's been in those relationships, so I'm not surprised that this was going on in her relationship with
Head
Vince.
northeast on Linden Street or Thompson Avenue.
And
Turn right onto
it just
Thompson
didn't
Avenue.
come out. I'm not surprised about that. Because you know what, as you get older, there's some shit that you'll tolerate when you're young, right?
Feet, your destination
because
will be on the right.
You're under the belief that you're in love, and you're just dumb. So there's some shit that you tolerate when you're young. As you get older, it turns into, I'm tolerating this for a reason. So some women tolerate abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or sexual. Sorry to say it, but some women stay in relationships that are not good for them when they're older because they feel like their choices are limited, right? She lived a very good life with Vince.
Right.
I wish this goddamn GPS would shut the hell up. Now I know I'm home. She has been living a very good life with Vince, you know, and she put on this front for years on TV like he was the #1 man in the world. He was the best husband in the world. So imagine how she has to feel now that she had to come out with this information about what has been going on in their marriage and their relationship. And I just feel like it's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. Hey, Shaquille. This is not my regular juicing video. I'm going to be doing that like around 6:30. I just wanted to talk about some shit that's been weighing on me. So it's real fucked up. Like, as a woman, as a wife, right? I've been with my husband for a long time. 10 years this year. I've been married to my husband. and you go through shit that you don't want anyone to know. You go through shit and you keep that shit in your house, and sometimes you just have to be transparent about that shit. And I say it in the video. I say it all the time. I just got home, so now it's trying to pick up my Wi-Fi, so it's jacking me up. My husband gets on my nerves. I say it all the time. All the time. It's no secret, right? My husband came to me broken, and I didn't know he was broken when he came to me, but I came to him broken as well. And, you know, I say this now because many, many, many years later, these are things that I studied. These are things that I know from experience. These are years of therapy, years of counseling, years of studying, years of going to college. You know, some people don't want to listen to you because they think you don't know your shit. But this is years of it. And that's why I say that two broken people can't come together and be whole. You just can't. Right? You can't. It's just going to be a house full of fucking broken shit until one person figures out how to become whole, and then you try to get the other person on board to become whole as well, so that you guys can do what it is that you need to do. So I say all that to say that there are times where you need to be transparent, but you have to feel like pure utter shit when for years you've put on TV and you've expressed that my husband is better than your husband, and my husband don't do this, and my husband don't do that, and my husband da 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 da. Now you see why the dynamic, now that everything is coming out to the light for Tamar, now you see why her family was the way that they were with Vince. Now you see why that dynamic was the way that it was. Because I used to always wonder why are her sisters always acting like that towards Vince, right? I always look deeper into shit. So I'm like, why the hell do they act like that towards him? It has to be something fucking else going on for them to act that way towards him. It wasn't just because they didn't like him. It was something else going on. And now we know what was going on. So I feel really bad for Tamar, but also as a woman, we are around the same age. I said around. We are around the same age. As a woman, I'm not going to place myself in a position. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. If you make me feel like pure utter shit, if you think of even raising your hand to yawn, and I think that shit was coming near me, like, we can't do that. We can't do that, right? And some of us deal with that shit from broke niggas, okay? So I'm just saying. So I feel really bad for Tamar, and hopefully, you know, they can work that out, and if they get divorced, whatever, hopefully they can be good co-parents and just, you know, keep it that way. I ain't dealing with shit from nobody if you broke or you got money. I'm not dealing with shit, because I'm at a point in my life and I'm at an age where I don't give a fuck what you do. Like, I'm not dealing with shit from nobody. So if you have issues, go to therapy, check me later. Like, apparently women now have to be like that. Like, if you have issues, my dude, I love you, I respect you, but we need our time apart. Go to motherfucking therapy. Come check me in a year, right? Because I'm not your counselor. I'm not sitting here trying to heal you. I'm trying to fix my shit. I'm trying to raise my kids, and here your motherfucking ass come with your fucking 10-year-old in a 35-year-old body boyhood shit that I don't have time for, right? So we don't really look into it in that lens. We don't see that shit because all we see is the man. We see that man. We're attracted to that man. That man has a job. That man is doing his thing. And we're like, great. And then here come the motherfucking 10-year-old boy that was hurt by his mother, his aunt, his grandmother, his father, his friends, this, that, and the third, all his past relationships. Nigga, no. 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 Please take your shit, your teacup, every motherfucking thing, and come check me in a year after your therapist has diagnosed you with severe mood disorder and severe depression. Come check me after they prescribe you the medication and you have been taking it successfully for at least 6 months. So it's 6 months, see, because now I'm going into therapy mode. So it's 6 months for me to diagnose you, right? To figure out what's wrong with you and diagnose you. So your counselor needs 6 months to do that. Then after they diagnose you and they give you the prescription, you need 6 months to be on that shit successfully and have a successful 6 months of no motherfucking crazy ass mood swings and anger and all that shit before you come check me. Please stop. Like, seriously. Please stop. And according to Offset, we shouldn't even be waiting, right? Because them motherfuckers apparently don't want us. So maybe we shouldn't wait. Maybe we should move on, and if I bump into you and I see that you look normal and your eyes are not all fucking glazed out, maybe we could talk. I'm just saying. But that Offset shit pissed me off. But anyway, Tamar, you know, whatever. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you guys watch this show, Married to Medicine. I call it my trash TV. Like, there's some things, some days that I just don't want to think. I constantly think. It is a hobby. It's my hobby. And it's weird when I tell that to people, but thinking is my hobby. It's all the fuck I do. If I'm not focusing on something, I'm thinking. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but anyway, when I don't want to think, I watch mindless television. Something that I can just sit there and be like this and don't have to really think about. So the show Married to Medicine, it used to have a woman on the show. I think her name was Lisa, whatever. She was a wife of a man who was a doctor. Now, just recently, this shit came out, a recording came out of her calling her husband's side piece or whatever girl he was messing with him in the background and the kids in the background, and she's telling them, hey, RJ Jackson, thanks for coming on. This is not my regular juicing video, and I keep saying it because I don't want y'all to think I'm doing my cleansing and my juicing thing right now, because no, I'm just being real ratchet right now, honest and truthfully. So she came on, right? There's an audio out there where she's calling this girl, telling her husband, you tell her that you're not going to be messing with her anymore, that you have a wife, that you have kids, and now she's incorporating the kids into this shit. Where the fuck they do that at? Like, where the fuck they do that at? No. And you hear him in the background, he's like, well, you already told her. Me calling another chick, like, stop calling my man with my man there, and me telling him, tell her that you're not gonna mess with her anymore? The fuck you doing on the phone? Yo, I swear to goodness. Now, let me just say, he has a history of cheating on her, and she has a history of allowing him to cheat on her. Like, she knows he's cheated on her in the past, and she still stayed with him. It was crazy. If you ever watched that show, like, the last 2 seasons, it's a crazy dynamic that she has with her husband. But I'm just like, wait, son, wait. She's on the phone telling this girl, stop calling my husband, stop checking for him, blah, blah, blah. He has a family. Do you see what your daddy is doing? And the kids are right there, and he's like, babe, you know, stop it. I'm telling you right now, this is my word is born. This is on my ring. This is on my kids. I will never find out that my husband is messing with somebody and call her on the phone and be like, hello? Yeah, this is Ereena. Bitch, you messing with my man? Stop messing with my man. He got kids. He got a wife. He got a family. You ruining the home. Why would I waste my breath and do that? That's his job, right? His responsibility and his allegiance is to me. She don't have no allegiance to me. So why the hell am I calling her talking about, look at what you're ruining? She don't give a fuck. Why would I call her? Like, some women, this is my thing, right? If you're gonna call the side piece and tell the side piece to stop messing with your man, and like, if you're that interested, right, and that hurt because your man has a side piece, why don't you just leave him? If you're gonna pick up the phone and be like, yeah, girl, but bitch, why are you with him? Because my thing is, how can you make that phone call and then leave the house and go have a family day? How can you make that phone call and sleep in the same bed with him at night? How can you make that phone call and sleep in separate homes with him, right? Because you're calling the side piece. So now if you leave or he leaves, you know he going right to the side piece, right? So if you're that concerned and that hurt about your man having a side piece or being with someone else, why do you stay? I don't give a fuck if y'all been together since 10th grade. Why do you stay? No, seriously. I'm not doing that. My whole thing is, if you have a side piece, I hope you can handle us both. Bottom line, I hope that you can handle us both. Money, yes. I hope you can handle us both, right? I hope you can handle your household, and I hope that you can handle your side piece, because I won't leave you for having a side piece, but I'll leave you for not paying his motherfucking bill. Like, this is the thing. I am not going to be like, you are breaking up, this is my phone. You are breaking up a happy home. Bitch, if it's happy, he would not be cheating. It ain't happy. Like, it's not happy. So stop calling. This is the APB. I'm putting this out. This is the APB. Stop calling side chicks, right? Stop calling the girl on the side talking about you breaking up a happy home. Ain't no man, ask a man, tap a friend, ask a male friend that you have. Ask a real nigga, right? Yes, I said the N-word. This is real today. Ask a real nigga that you know if he is going to step out on his wife, if his wife is giving him everything she needs, if his home is happy. If she giving him everything that he needs, I don't give a fuck if pussy's getting thrown in his face every day. I don't care if he's the bartender or he owned the strip club and he get pussy thrown in his face every day. Ask a real nigga, if your wife is doing everything that she needs to do, if that's the one that's holding you down, if you have no questions asked when you walk in the house, she's this, she's that, she's naked, she got your food, she ready to lay it down, drop it down, bust it open. If your wife is ready to do this every single day and you have no issues with her, and on top of that, she don't embarrass you outside in front of your friends, because a lot of us got a lot of mouth, and that's why you can't hold a man, because when y'all outside, you like to make him feel like a bitch and emasculate him when he's in front of his friends. You don't do that outside, you do that inside, right? One of the keys to holding a man, if you didn't know, I just gave it to you, write it down. Stop popping shit outside in front of his friends and his people, okay? He'll never forgive you for it. They don't forgive you for that shit, right? And they use it as a reason to do other shit. So, ask him, if she is doing all of this, if you had time and opportunity, are you going to cheat on that woman? Are you going to cheat on that woman? The majority of them, believe it or not, the majority of them are going to say no. And that's why I'm telling you to ask a real nigga. I'm not telling you to ask a boy who's pretending to be a nigga. I'm not telling you to ask a boy who's pretending to be 38. I'm telling you to ask a real dude, right? Someone that you respect, and someone who respects you as a woman that's going to tell you the truth. I guarantee you, 98% of those men are going to be like, nah, I'm going to stay with my day one. I'm going to stay with my day one. I don't care what's going on out here. I'm going to stay with my day one. So when you calling that side chick talking about something, you breaking up a happy home, girl, you delusional. Your home wasn't happy. Because in order for him to step out, or even think about stepping out, or even think about looking out, something had to be going on. Whether it's inside of him or inside of you, and neither one of you want to agree that something is going on between the two of y'all because y'all out here saving face and smiling and shit and looking cute, it's something going on. Because that's the only reason he's going to step out. And that shit is vice versa. But I'm just talking about females and men right now. Don't be calling her talking about she's breaking up something happy, because the shit is not happy. If he stepped out, it is not happy at all. But it's so funny because a lot of men step out, and what they do, right? They wait. They wait because they don't want to be the one to leave. They want you to leave. They want you to leave them. There's so many men out here that don't want to be in relationships, and they will cheat, and the wife will stay, and they probably be thinking in their head, God damn it, what the fuck do I need to do for her to be like, you know what? Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm leaving you, nigga. I'm leaving you. And make her think that the ball is in her court. You have men that are in horrible relationships and they do not want to be in them, but they do not want to be the one to initiate the divorce or initiate the separation. They don't. Because just like women, men don't want to be seen and looked at as failures. But what happens when you're with a woman who's like, you know what? I'm staying with this nigga. You can cheat, you can cheat, you can cheat. Make sure you go to work though. You can cheat, and I'm staying with you. And I'm not going to take anything out on you. I'm going to hold us down, and I'm going to take everything out on those females that you keep cheating on me with. Just miserable. Like, who wants to be miserable? Like, yes, they're simple. Who wants to be miserable? I don't want to be miserable. I tell my husband that all the time. I swear to goodness, And my husband is a good man. Like, he don't go nowhere. He's always in the house. I'm his best friend. He don't have no friends, although I keep telling him to get friends so he can leave me the hell alone. Maybe that's a blessing. I don't know. But it's not a situation where I'm going to be like, okay, I'm hurt that you're cheating on me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. And I'm just going to continue to be hurt. And we're going to be married for 30, 40, 50 years. And I'm just in a hurt marriage. When the kids are going, what we going to do? We're going to have nothing to talk about. I don't want to sleep in the bed with you. Like, what are we going to do when the kids are gone? People don't think about that. A lot of these relationships are built around kids. What are we going to do when the kids are gone? My kids are almost gone. I said it to my husband. I'm like, we're going to have to go back to what we was doing when we was in our 20s. Shit's going to be lit when these kids are gone. Because if it ain't lit, then it ain't for me. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'm real, I'm real docile. And, I got my juicing program and stuff like that. And I know a lot of shit. But I'm telling you, when it comes to me and my husband and no kids, we getting lit. Okay? And I got about 6 more years for my kids to be like, all right, I'm going to this college or I'm going to this college. And then it's just me and my husband. But if I don't like you, when the kids are gone, I'm out. I'm not going to stay around somebody that I don't like. I'm just not. Like, I fixed my shit. I went to therapy for years. Black people, go to therapy. Spanish people, go to therapy. My people, go to therapy. Fix your shit. I fixed my shit. I tell my husband all the time, like, you got some shit that you still need to fix. Now, you might be going under the radar because these kids are around, but when these kids leave, I'm not going to be sitting in the house looking at you talking about something. So did you want to have a session today? Because I'm not your counselor. I'm not your therapist. I'm your wife. And you women out here need to stop. We are natural healers. I get it. I am a natural healer. I am a natural problem solver. I naturally go deep. I naturally want to know what's wrong with you. And I naturally want to fix it. I had to learn how to pull all that shit back. Because if I did not, I would be counseling every goddamn body. I'd be counseling my husband every day. I'm not, and I was doing that at one time. I'm not your counselor. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your mother. I'm your wife. We fuck. Straight up and down. Real raw. That's what we do. Right? I'm not, and you don't do that with the other people that I named. So I can't be sitting up here helping you get through your shit because that's not what type of relationship we have. Can you go deep with me? Yes. Can you get emotional with me? Yes. We can do all of that. But there's a certain line that you can't cross with me because then I'm going to feel like I'm your counselor. I don't want to feel like I'm speaking to a little boy when I'm speaking to my husband. Because then the thought process from me to you changes. I feel like now I'm cradling you as opposed to holding you and being your wife and being your rock. I'm your rock. I'm not your cradle. I'm not your breast, right? I'm not your bosom. I'm not your mom. A lot of men out here looking for mom. And naturally, as women, we have those mom traits. But when you realize that you're doing shit like that, like carrying a man, although you know he's cheating on you, and putting your kids in it, yeah, I heard that shit, and I was just like, this bitch stupid. And yes, I might be judging. Am I judging? Probably. But am I judging? I'm probably judging. I don't think I'm judging. I think that I'm voicing my opinion on the situation and what it is that I would do. But when I heard that shit, I was embarrassed for her as a woman. Because as a woman, you wear the crown. And you should always wear the crown. I don't care what's going on. First of all, you don't let that shit out of your house, number one. And number two, if you're going to stay with him, although he has been cheating on you, shut up. Bottom line. Stay with him in silence. Don't stay with him and blast it everywhere that he's been cheating on you, because who looks like the fucking fool? Him or you? In my eyes, you look like the fool. In everyone else's eyes, you look like the fool. In men's eyes, they're like, oh shit, and she stayed with you, son? Who looks like the fool? Boo-boo the fool. You. Because then we see you out in public with him and y'all holding hands and y'all smiling. But last week you just blasted him. Just last week you was calling him all types of shits. All types of bitch niggas. All types of fuck boys. You was calling him all types of shit. Just last week. Because he cheated on you. But this week you holding hands. You look like homie the motherfucking clown with that shit. And that's all I'm saying. So that was my entertainment news. Normally I don't do entertainment shit, but I had to because these 3 things that just recently came out, it's like really, for real Offset, you dumb motherfucker. Can you read? You're dumb. Seriously, you're dumb. I don't like you. You are dumb. Let me ABC you right now. You are dumb. She's not African American. Well, what the fuck are you? I want to know what Offset is. Is he European? Is he white in blackface? No, seriously, now I need to know. Maybe this whole Migos shit has been Halloween since they came out. And this nigga is in blackface. But he's really white. Could that be it? That could be it. That could definitely be it. Because for you to talk about your mother like that, for you to talk about your aunties like that, your grandmother like that, for you to talk about your legacy like that, seriously, really? And as a woman of color, Cardi B needs to check her man. And she needs to clean that shit up. She needs to check him and she needs to clean that shit up. Because for me, if I was a woman of color and I supported Cardi B, and her new man or her fiance, whatever, said something like that about woman of color, I'd be all over his ass on social media, since that's where everybody like to put their shit. I'd be all over him. And I'd be checking his ass on social media real quick. Because what happens when the wedding comes and all the Cardi B... What happens when the wedding comes and all the Cardi B dark-skinned relatives come to the wedding? What he gonna do then? What's gonna happen? And they all in there, you know, because she's pretty. And they all in there, right? Everybody in there, and they boggling. What is he going to do? He going to be like, the fuck? Is you African American? I gotta say. Let me stop. Let me stop. No, seriously. Let me stop. But that just made me laugh. Because I'm really thinking about it. Can you imagine they at the wedding and the whole wedding party, right? And they take a picture and everybody is dark. And he's standing up there like this. And she looking like, got you, nigga. All right. I'm out. I know I'm out. Bye, y'all.